Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, happy to see you here. Today we have a very interesting, I would say like quick and relaxing math question. Here you can see this question in the middle of the screen. We have 5 plus 5 times 5 divided by 5 and plus 5. And we need to get this down to one value. Right here we have three options, option A, option B and option C. So right now, let's pause the video and try to solve this question by yourself. Write your solution down into the comment section and we will check our answers here in few minutes. So it will be really interesting to check our answers. So a lot of students may be saying, okay, we have a basic math question without any parentheses. Maybe we need to go in a strict order from left to right. So let's start with the left side. So we have 5 plus 5 equal to 10. Then I think we have this one, so let's rewrite it. So we have 10 times 5 divided by 5 and plus 5. Yeah, then I think what we're gonna do, we have 10 times 5 equal to 50. Yeah, something like that. Let's rewrite this expression because we still have this one. So 50 divided by 5 and plus 5. Once more from left to right, 50 divided by 5 equal to 10 and 10 plus 5 equal to 15. So a lot of students might be saying, okay, this is a correct solution and this is a correct answer. So a lot of students might be thinking that this is a correct solution, this is a correct answer, but you know, it looks like this is a random method because we just do whatever we want. We just go from left to right and we don't care about order of operation, which is extremely important part in terms of math, because order of operation helps us a lot to evaluate this expression correctly. Because if we look closely, right here we have addition, we have right here multiplication, we have right here division, and we have right here once more addition. And to be honest, in the correct way, we need to order all of this stuff, because obviously whatever order of operation we select is going to create a different answer, right? So do we do addition first? Because if we do the addition first, we have one answer. If we do multiplication first, we have a completely different answer. And if we do division, we have completely different answer. And of course, with this the addition from right to left, we have completely different answer. And it's not a good thing in terms of math to solve this question with four different answers. Yeah, it's not a good thing, because right here, if we look closely, we have addition, we have multiplication, division, and once more addition. We need to order all of this stuff. We need to know what we need to do at first, at second, at the third step. So right now, I'm going to show you other thing which is called order of operation. So for example, 15 is a correct answer. It looks like that, a correct solution, a correct answer. But right now, let's try to prove it. Let's try to check it with the correct order of operation, not like random method as I solved it before. Right now, let's look closely at this order of operation. Here's our PEMDAS order of operation. Maybe a lot of students hear about this order of operation, which is called like BODMAS order of operation. Yeah, and right now I'm going to show you the order of operation which is called PEMDAS. But to be honest, the meaning is absolutely the same. These orders of operation are absolutely the same, because it's just depending on what country you live in. For example, you live in the India, in the UK, in the UK, you'll use this BODMAS. In the USA, in the Europe, in the Canada, for example, you will use PEMDAS. But to be honest, the meaning is absolutely the same. So let me just erase all of this stuff right here. And right now, let's use, for example, this PEMDAS. Each of these letters stand for something. So for example, let's start from left side, because on the left side, elements on the left side had the higher priority than this one on the right side. Okay, so letter P right here stands for parentheses. So we are talking about this type of brackets, we are talking about this type of squiggly brackets, we are talking about this type of brackets. And to be honest, right now let's scan where do we have this parentheses in our question. Let's scan where do we have it. Maybe we have parentheses. I don't see any of those. We don't have any parentheses, so I just wanna cancel this part. We don't have any like parentheses. We don't have any parentheses in our question. Let's go to the next step. After parentheses, after evaluating all the expression inside parentheses, because in our case we don't have it, so I just canceled it. But if you had expression with parentheses, you need to like evaluate it at first. Okay, let's move forward to the next step. The next step is E. E stands for exponents, but basic think this is like the basic powers, like 2 to the power 5, 3 to the power 10. You can easily evaluate in these powers. And right now, let's scan our question in terms of powers. In our case, we have all the time 5, so it's good to see like 5 square, 5 cubes. So right now, let's scan where do we have it. I don't see any of those. For example, if we had right here, for example, 5 square, then we need to evaluate this 5 square. In our case, we don't have it, so we can easily cancel this part, which is extremely important. What about the next step? The next step is multiplication and division. So after this one, we have multiplication. M stands for multiplication, and D stands for division. So it means that we need to evaluate it. It looks like that we need to evaluate it multiplication first, because this multiplication comes first from left to right, because letter M is before D, because we're talking about priority. Yeah, but this is one one common group. Don't be confused about it. This is extremely important part. So multiplication and division are tied for priority or importance. So if you have expression, for example, like let's go with 2 times 3, sorry about that, yeah, 2 times 3 and divided by 5. If we have this expression, so multiplication, division, mixture, and we have this one, for example, 2 divided by 5 and times 3, we have two completely different expressions, because on the first expression we have multiplication division, on the second expression we have division multiplication. I'm talking about the expression without parentheses, without exponent, only whenever you have like a mixture of multiplication and division. Well, we need to scan what is the first sign from left to right. In this case, multiplication, division, mixture, we have the first sign multiplication, so we need to multiply at first. Okay, so we have 2 times 3 equal to 6. So we have 6 divided by 5, and I don't want to divide it like 1.2, but doesn't matter. I'm going to show you the principle, how can we evaluate this type of expression. In the second case, we have division, multiplication, mixture. So it means that we need to divide it first, because this division comes first from left to right. So 2 divided by 5. So I don't want to divide it. This is like 0.4 times 3, so 1.2. I don't know, something like that. But the meaning, I'm going to pay attention to this order. I'm not talking about the answer to this expression. I'm talking about this. We need to put imaginary brackets. So in our head, we need to put imaginary brackets at this point, because we need to start with it, and we need to put imaginary brackets in our head at this point. Okay, and we can easily do the thing. And right now, let's scan. What do we have in our question? Maybe we have like multiplication, division, mixture. Let's look at it. Let's scan it. Addition, we are not interested in this. Yeah, right here we have multiplication. So we have right here multiplication, and we have right here division. So it looks like our first step is to evaluate this expression in the middle. Okay, so let's do this right now. Let's try to evaluate this expression in the middle. In this parenthesis, imaginary parenthesis, we have a mixture of multiplication and division. Okay, so it looks like we need to scan what is the first sign from left to right, because we don't have parentheses, we have only multiplication and division. And as I said before, this is exactly our case. So whenever we have a mixture of multiplication and division, we need to perform it in a strict order from left to right. So in this case, multiplication comes first from left to right. So I'm going to change these brackets by this one, that we need to multiply 5 times 5. Let's do this right now. So as a result, what do we have? In the beginning, we have 5 plus, I'm going to keep these brackets because we need to, this is like imaginary brackets, don't put it for real. So we have 5 times 5 equal to 25. We still have this division by 5. And we have plus 5. Okay, right now if you look closely, 25 divided by 5, we need to divide it because we need to evaluate this expression in our imaginary parentheses. So we have 5 plus 25 divided by 5 equal to 5, and we have plus 5. So as you can see, we complete this multiplication and division part. We complete it. Multiplication comes first from left to right, and we have division. And here's like the key moment, because whenever we have expression with the mixture of multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, we need to perform from here. We need to perform multiplication, division first. Okay, multiplication, division first, right? as like that, yeah. And the next thing, we need to perform addition and subtraction. That's why this A stands for addition, this is our last step, and S stands for subtraction. But in our case, if you look closely, we have only addition, so we can easily complete it without any problems, and we don't have subtraction. So if we complete this addition, we have 5 plus 5 plus 5 equal to 15. This is looks like our answer. But one really interesting tricky moment, I'm going to underline this expression as, for example, let's call it as 1.1, this expression right here, and I'm going to rewrite it, because if you look closely, this is a very weird expression. So this 1.1 expression, so we have 5 times 5 divided by 5. What are we going to do right here? We have 5 times 5 and divided by 5. So if you look closely, we multiply this 5 by 5, and the next step, we divide it by 5. So it looks like it changed nothing. It is the same thing, for example, as we're talking about 8. We add 8 to this 8, and we subtract 8. So it changed nothing. We can easily cancel this 8. And in this case, it works absolutely with the same principle as like here in this bottom expression, because we can easily cancel this expression times 5 and divided by 5, because it changed nothing. We multiply, we divide. This works absolutely the same with this addition subtraction principle. We have add 8 and minus 8, which is absolutely the same. So in this case, we have 8, so it changed nothing. So in our case, this expression in the middle, when you know a little bit about math, this expression in the middle equal to 5. So as a result, we have absolutely the same 15. So it was a quick introduction to this PEMDAS order of operation. And right now, let's go back to this expression in the middle, because right now here is like a tricky moment, because if you look closely, we have the same 15, but what about a solution to this question? This is absolutely wrong solution. We can't do, because in this case we do like addition first, then I think we move forward to the multiplication, like a line, like from left to right, and we don't care about order of operation. Is it correct? This is absolutely wrong. And it happens sometimes that you solve this question with the wrong approach and you have a correct answer, but in this case you can easily erase all of this stuff, because this is a bad solution but a correct answer. It happens sometimes. This is very weird solution. This is a correct solution with parentheses right here, okay? When you have parentheses, you can easily start with it. You can easily have right here 10, okay? Then I think you're gonna multiply it by 5. You have as a result 50. Then 50 divided by 5 equal to 10, and as a result, the last step, this expression, we have plus 5. So as a result, we have the same 15, but with parentheses right here. So 15 is a correct answer, but with, in addition, with the correct solution. Okay, so here you can see this solution right now. Here you can see this is a correct solution and a correct answer. As I said before, we need to know about order of operation, which is extremely important part in terms of math. And of course, if you want to check this answer with me right now in your calculator, just try to plug in this question right now in your calculator, and of course we can easily check our answer, but plug in the whole question from left to right side, because then your calculator is smart enough to know about order of operation, then your calculator is smart enough to know about the basic math principles, so you can easily say that correct answer, in our case, correct answer is 15, and I really hope you get the point. I really hope you understand my explanation. Well, if you choose the answer 15, you can easily be proud of yourself that you solved this question absolutely correct. What about this 20? What about this 25? Maybe a lot of students might be saying correct answer is 20, correct answer is 25. Well, you need to review a little bit your basic math, because this is very bad solutions. A correct answer in our case is 15, and I really hope your answer is the same as mine. It's extremely important part in terms of math. So it was my explanation to this question. I really hope you get the point. I really hope you understand something new. I really hope you learn something new. It's extremely important for me to show you this solution, and I really hope you understand it. So once more, here's our solution to this question, here's our explanation to this question, and here's our answer. Here's our answer to this test. Our correct answer is 15. So thank you everyone for your time. Wish you all the best in life. Take care of yourself. Also write your notes, write your response, write your thoughts down into the comment section. It will be really interesting to read about it. So thank you everyone for your time. Wish you all the best in life. Take care of yourself and have a great day. See you in the next videos.